On this occasion, let's crawl through time and depart from the topic of animals we are familiar with today. Let's explore the world of legends and ancient creatures that only exist in tales from long ago. Let's start. Long ago, echoing through the annals of time, whispers of a mysterious and legendary creature concealed in the depths of the open sea have been handed down through generations. It is the nemesis of all sailors. Kraken, the fearsome giant sea monster of Norse mythology. The Kraken, a legendary sea monster that has haunted the nightmares of sailors for centuries, is a creature of immense terror and fascination. Depicted as an enormous cephalopod-like beast, the Kraken often takes the form of a massive octopus or giant squid, armed with numerous powerful tentacles. In Norse legends and Scandinavian folklore, the Kraken is known for its malevolent actions, including terrorizing ships and sailors by dragging them to the ocean's depths or causing destructive whirlpools. In some accounts, the Kraken is portrayed as an immense, foul-smelling creature that lures fish to the surface. In all renditions, the Kraken is portrayed as a colossal and formidable entity. Official records of Kraken sightings date back over 800 years in the waters surrounding Norway, Greenland, and Iceland. Historical accounts and drawings depict the Kraken as a creature reaching lengths of around 50 feet, emphasizing its colossal and menacing presence. This formidable appearance has cemented the Kraken's status as one of the most terrifying and iconic mythical sea monsters of all time. The Kraken's history traces back to around 1200 AD, although earlier sea monster stories, possibly inspired by actual encounters with giant squids or large cephalopods, may have contributed to its creation. Some theories suggest that sightings of blue whales or humpback whales could have been misidentified as krakens. Regardless, tales of monstrous sea creatures have been an integral part of maritime lore throughout history. In legend, the Kraken resides in the ocean's deepest abysses, emerging to attack passing ships. It was believed that the Kraken would seize entire vessels and drag them beneath the waves, devouring both the crew and the ship itself. These Kraken attacks were used to explain the mysterious disappearances of ships and crews during long sea voyages, as well as the phenomena of bad ocean odors, sudden fish abundance, and the capsizing of ships. The Kraken finds its origins in ancient Norwegian texts, with one of the earliest accounts appearing in the tale of Orvar Otter and his son, who encountered two such creatures while crossing treacherous waters off the Norwegian coast. The story was documented in the historic Kanon's Skugstje, an educational Norwegian text. It was during this era that these creatures became known as Krakens, and subsequent sightings were recorded, solidifying the legend. The term Kraken is derived from the Norwegian word krak, closely related to the German word for octopus. This choice of nomenclature aptly captures the Kraken's portrayal as a massive, tentacled beast exuding strength and flexibility. Over time, depictions of Kraken monsters have evolved, with most representations illustrating them as giant octopus-like creatures. Early folklore depicted Krakens with crab-like appendages, spindly spines, and what appeared to be armor. Others resembled whale-like creatures, gigantic squids with formidable teeth, shelled backs, and menacing spiked appendages. Regardless of the variations, the Kraken consistently remained a colossal and horrifying entity. The Kraken's size, in particular, struck fear into the hearts of sailors. It was believed that even the largest Norse ships were no match for the Kraken, capable of swiftly dragging a vessel to the ocean's depths within minutes. Some accounts even described Krakens reaching lengths of up to 1.5 miles, or equivalent to the size of 10 ships, reinforcing their immense scale. Sailors believed in signs foretelling an impending Kraken attack. These omens included fish surging to the surface and leaping out of the water, gurgling bubbles, an abundance of jellyfish, large waves, inclement weather, and schools of fish fleeing the area. Despite these warnings, the Kraken's speed and size made escape nearly impossible. Although evidence is scarce, some findings, such as unusual bone patterns on the ocean floor resembling gigantic octopus kills, and the discovery of ichthyosaur skeletons with ribcage seemingly crushed by constricting tentacles, have fueled speculation about the Kraken's existence. With over 80% of the Earth's oceans remaining uncharted, the possibility of undiscovered sea creatures persists. And like many mythological beings, the Kraken lacks magical powers such as flight, lightning manipulation, or weather control. Nonetheless, its aggressive nature and sheer size make it a creature to be feared, capable of creating treacherous whirlpools that could sink ships. In certain legends, multiple Krakens were reported simultaneously, raising questions about whether these creatures congregated or merely crossed paths. Some waters were considered perilous due to their alleged high Kraken population. Even in contemporary times, the Kraken remains a prominent figure in popular culture, appearing in literature, poetry, films, television series, and more. Given the existence of gigantic squid-like animals and octopuses in the ocean, the line between myth and reality blurs, leaving the possibility that the Kraken may not be purely a creature of legend. The mystery surrounding this mythical sea beast continues to captivate imaginations. The legend of the Kraken has been passed down through generations, inspiring famous painters to depict Kraken-like monsters emerging from the deep, wrapping their long tentacles around the helpless masts of ships. These images evoke the horrifying image of Krakens capsizing and sinking vessels. In Greek mythology, there is a tale reminiscent of the Kraken, featuring the six-headed sea monster Scylla, a supernatural female creature with 12 feet and 6 snake-like necks. Scylla's appearance bears a striking resemblance to the Kraken, with its multiple tentacle-like heads. Historical records from 1752 and a history of Norway described the Kraken as the most terrifying sea monster in the world, providing detailed accounts of its size, shape, and even its fishy odor. Scholars noted starfish-type protuberances on the Kraken, further suggesting its existence in the waters near Norway. One intriguing legend recounts a Kraken attacking a ship, which the crew managed to repel. However, as the Kraken dove back into the sea, it generated such a colossal whirlpool that it capsized the vessel. In some instances, early sailors encountering a Kraken would mistake it for an island and unknowingly sail toward it. Not all Kraken legends are steeped in horror. Some tell of Kraken creatures being beneficial to sailors. Early Norwegian sailors were said to seek Krakens for fishing purposes, as the presence of a Kraken often attracted fish to the surface, leading to more abundant catches. While the truth behind the Kraken described in Norse folklore remains elusive, one thing is certain: this mythical sea monster continues to captivate our imagination, blurring the line between myth and reality. Whether the Kraken is a product of pure legend or a creature that once roamed the seas, it remains a fascinating and awe-inspiring figure in the annals of maritime mythology.